Morning, Flosstube. Today is the 24th of September. It is early. It is just at 5:05 in the morning. We have just gone into daylight saving. I can't seem to get rid of this cough that I have. Hopefully that will help. Right, what will I talk about today? I want to thank Jane for the pattern that she wrapped me. So thank you, Jane, again. I have thanked her personally. I will insert a picture here of the pattern. It's from Hairy. I'm not sure when I will start it. I intend to actually start kitting it up. So next year, I am already thinking about my plans for next year. I think I will do stitch from stash next year. So I will have exceptions for that. Aren't there always exceptions? So the exceptions will be anything that is going to retire that I feel that I have to have. That will probably be the only exceptions. Apart from that, I don't think I will be buying anything else. I think I have everything I need. Well, I hope I have everything I need. So, what I want to talk about today is how difficult it is deciding whether patterns are actually AI or not. Those last those last three patterns that I bought from Tilton Crafts, I think they actually are AI art because a creative fabrica is the artist that actually, or they're licensed to. So they're different artists, but they're under the umbrella of creative fabrica, and I think it is an AI that's how they're developed, but I could be wrong, not sure. And I have come to the conclusion that they are licensed, and really, can you research every artist that has a pattern out there to find out whether it is AI or not? It is something that is obviously going to be here to stay, and it is taking away from my stitching time to find out whether it is an artist or not. And yeah, it has become very much, I thought those three pieces, the green witch, the frog pattern, I will insert the images here, and the globe that has the castle in it, I thought they were graphic design images, and they could be, and they may be AI. I don't know. And it's getting to the stage that it's very hard to tell how pieces are developed now with the latest pieces. And as the AI is progressing, they're also using their own AI pieces in their library. So I think it's going to get even harder to distinguish, and it's going to become a art form all in its own, if you understand what I mean. I don't think it's going to become as black and white as art theft as it was. I don't think it's just as black as white as it was. And going forward, I don't think you're going to ever be able to tell. So I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know if I think it's a grey area. Am I going to stitch those pieces? No, I don't think I am. And I'm quite disappointed about it for 2 reasons, and I'll explain how I feel about it. And I'd love to see how you feel about it. Number one is that I bought them for 2 reasons. One was because I loved the images, and the second reason was because I wanted to support Tilton Crafts. So I am quite disappointed not to stitch them, because Casper that I was stitching on yesterday, I actually did 1,370 stitches on him. And yes, I was in the black stitching a doom yesterday as well. So I really wanted to see how they would look, but I have so many other pieces, so I don't feel that I have to stitch them. And I have excuse me, I have my tataki pieces, so I think I may start one of those next year. I will insert a picture in here. I think this is the piece I will start next year at some stage. But I don't think I will have many starts next year. I don't intend to. That I am feeling like I am probably at the max amount of pieces at the moment. So what am I going to do next year? I think I will just try and finish a few of my pieces, and not start as many. I don't foresee that I'm going to start that many. I may start, I was going to start the animal panorama, but I'm not sure. It is a really big piece, so we'll see. But I am definitely thinking about starting that Tilton Crafts Tell Us piece by Tataki at some stage, maybe for my birthday, I was thinking of having a New Year's start, and I was thinking that that could be my animal panorama piece, but maybe not. We'll see. We'll see if I can stick to the... I'm not sure I can. We'll see if I can stick to the 1 in, 1 out. I've got to finish something before I can start something new. That was supposed to be this year's idea. I'm not sure I stuck to that for very long. I'm sure I didn't. So, that was quite funny. Can you guess what I'm stitching on? This is my Hairy Pawter piece that I haven't... Excuse me. That I haven't given much love. So, hopefully I can do 1,000 stitches on this today, because I've only done 1,068. I sure as heck won't do the 1,370 like I did yesterday. I don't think. But that was all in black yesterday on Casper. I did video it, but it wasn't a great video, and Dave was in the background, and I thought I'd just do a voiceover. And you could see Dave in the background walking past me several times, and you couldn't see the stitching very well. So I decided to redo it today. So I don't know how good this is, because I can't actually see my camera very well because of where my light is. So I will have to watch the video after I've done this to see how good it is, because I need to edit this anyway. And I thought, well, I can watch or do this morning while I was by myself, because Dave is milking this morning. He's got quite a few milkings this coming week, because he's actually relief milking for a friend, because his daughter is pregnant, and so she needs to scale back until she has the baby. Actually, it's her second baby. She's just starting to have a few issues with being pregnant. I can't imagine being pregnant and milking. Oops. Start the thread. Must have a bird's nest at the back of this. I have. So I have bought a few patterns this week. what is new. So when I found out that those patterns were AI, it was like, fine, I will replace them with something else. So I have replaced them. I was looking for another couple of patterns, so I bought a couple from the Cross Stitch Studio, and did I buy anything else? I will insert whatever I bought. I think that's all I bought. Or did I buy something else? I will insert because I don't remember. I think I bought just that. Did I just buy from the Cross Stitch Studio? I don't think I bought anything from Heaven and Earth. I don't think so. To show you what I bought. So I know I have a couple of other patterns from the Cross Stitch Studio as well that I actually have on my PC. So I need to put them in Dropbox, because if they're not in Dropbox, I'll forget about them. The funniest thing happened is that when I was looking for the patterns from the Cross Stitch Studio, because I knew one that I was interested in, and when I was looking on my phone to have a look, it said that I couldn't purchase from my location, and it's like, what? And it said it wasn't supported from my location, so I couldn't even search on the site. So that was really weird, and it would just basically kick me off the site completely. So in the end, I went on my iPad and purchased them from there. So that was really, really weird. I have a VPN on my phone, and I thought it was the VPN that was actually doing it. So I made sure my VPN was turned off, and it was, but yeah, I don't know what it was. So oops, I really think this thread's done. I am croaky this morning. So I think the reason why I seem to catch so many things is because of my infusions, because it affects your immunity. Excuse me. Yeah, it affects your immunity, and you have no immunity to anything. So my mobility parking pass arrived earlier this week. I still haven't heard anything about my car. So I'm not sure when I'll get that back. Not that it matters, to be honest. How about we look at the pattern, Tanya? There is 14,715 stitches of black. Oops, sorry, I just hit the bone. Yeah, there's still heaps. On my Casper, I have still got 19,000 stitches of black to go. But that's okay. There was over 20,000 yesterday. So I'm getting there. But it was easy stitching yesterday. But I'm not far away from that pumpkin if I want to actually do a wee bit of colour. There's only one problem I find with the black is it shows up Coco's hair. I love stitching on this floater. It's such easy stitching. I am really pleased that I actually changed to this from the Ada. What I need to do today is cut my fabric for my All Hallows Eve. Then I'm starting with Holly and Mrs. Miggins. So I need to do that today, and I need to start gridding the fabric as well. So that is today's job. So Dave has started planting vegetables in the garden. So he did that the other day. So it is Sunday here. We have been having our log burner going again. It's hard to believe, but it's been a wee bit nippy here, which is really frustrating. You have a nice few days. It was 25 degrees Celsius, and you think, oh, it's lovely here. And then, all of a sudden, it goes to 8 degrees Celsius. I actually think today was the day that they reckon it was meant to snow. Doesn't look it. The sun hasn't risen yet. I had my threads for my Casper a lot longer than this yesterday. If anything, I had my threads a bit too long, to be honest. Excuse the yawning. I haven't had my morning coffee this morning yet, because it's just a little early for me to have breakfast yet. Where did I put my scissors? There. Because what I have been doing with my morning coffee is, because I am on this Ensure shake, because I've been choking so much, I am on the shake full time now. I just add it to my coffee because I have several cans of chocolate. That's what they gave me in the beginning, and I hate the chocolate. The chocolate tastes horrible. So what I have been doing is just adding it to my coffee, and it pretty much tastes like a mochaccino or something like that. So it's a wee bit more palatable. So I really need to work out how many whips I have. I think I have about 26 or 27. And I think that's probably enough. Especially as most of them are full coverage. And I have noticed lately that every time I buy a pattern or look at a pattern, most of the patterns that I look at are full-size heights. Whereas it used to be that if I bought a pattern, I'd buy minis, but I seem to have stopped doing that, and I go to full-size ones, and that's a bit of an issue because instead of having a lot of minis, I seem to have a lot of full-size heights. So that's why I need to stop buying patterns. The one I desperately think I need in my stash is the Thomas Kincaid Christmas one. And the only reason I'm not going to buy it is because that was one of the ones that had the 0809 issue. And I don't think it ever got recharted. It was just a quick fix. And I don't think it was ever recharted to chart completely. And I think some of those patterns that had a quick fix, because there were so many patterns in that with that issue, they just fix them with a quick colour change. So I've kind of stayed away from any of those patterns. But oh. Did I stitch that one? Must have stitched that one. No, I don't think I did. See, this is what happens when you're not paying attention. Happily going along and stitching black, and it isn't black. So Dave was walking funny yesterday because he got a calf the other day, on Friday, and it was a really, really big calf. And he had to lift it into the trailer, and obviously it was a wee bit big. And he was obviously a wee bit sore. So he had sore muscles, I think, yesterday. And I said, "What have you done to yourself?" And he goes, I must be just getting old. And I said, "Oh, I think obviously you must have pulled something when you lifted that calf into the trailer." So I think he's got maybe another 10 calves at the most to get, and then he's finished getting calves. He's got just over 100 now. So yeah, we just got our tax bill the other day. So let's just say it was a lot higher than I ever thought it would be. So could have done without that. But we hopefully will get it back the following year. So that's just the way it goes. The joys of tax. So I was thinking I hated stitching this because it was a Gecko Rouge pattern, but I don't think it is because of that. Because I actually don't mind confetti. I think it is that it was just on the Ada. I think full coverage, I do prefer the even weave. So I think I'll be pleased that I got the Bellana fabric for my All Hallows Eve. And I think I will be able to get 2 full coverages out of my piece of 20 count Bellana. So, and I got 2 pieces of that, so I should get four of them. So that's really cool. So the new pattern that I got from Jane, I think I'll kit that up with Sexy as well. And I need to, that's why I'm a little bit disappointed that I won't be able to do the froggies, because I was going to start that on 20 count Bellana as well, because Lugana, because I dyed the fabric for it. But I honestly can't tell whether it is a graphic design or a AI. But they all could be from that. They could all be AI, I don't know. But I don't want to have to, every pattern that I get, I don't want to have to, going forward, I don't want to have to look up the artist to find out whether they do graphic design by the computer, which I'm quite happy to get a graphic design image. That doesn't bother me at all. Or they have a AI design. I don't want to have to research every designer. So do I just go, okay, if it doesn't say that it's AI art, I'm quite happy to stitch it. And these pieces have not said it's AI art anywhere. Do I just go, fine, I bought the pieces, they are licensed, and just go, that's fine, I've done the right thing, I've got licensed artwork, and just go, I stitch what I bought, and just forget about it. And in some ways, I think that is the only way to go, because I really don't know how you can tell what some artworks, even the artists are putting their own artwork through AI. So I don't know. I'm quite confused about, I'm confused myself where I stand on it. If you understand where I'm coming from. And for that's why I've decided that I'm actually not going to buy anything more in the next year until, and that's why I was buying so many patterns. I was thinking, look, I don't know where it's going to go. How about I just buy artwork? Well, I know it's artwork there, and I know that it's real art. And going forward, I know I've got it, but I've got such a stash of art, of pieces now, I probably actually don't need anything more. And the only reason I got those was because they were smaller pieces and they had no background, and I wanted to support Shelley as well. So but there's nothing exciting happening in my life at all. Nothing at all. Just the same old everyday stitch. I'm really happy with my fox piece. I have done quite a bit of that background, and I think I probably have another maybe 1,500 stitches in the background, and then I'll actually be back into the foxes, so that's pretty exciting. So I decided I would do a stitch with me for this week and then be back into a whip update next week. And the idea of that is that I'd have more to show next week. I am definitely getting a lot of stitches in, but I'm actually staying on pieces for longer to actually get a wee bit more progress on them. Because, for example, I actually stuck on my autumn, Spirit of Autumn, for 2 days because I was really trying to get out of that background. I may even go back and do another day yet because I still have at least another day's worth of that background to go. It's the same with my Casper, I need to spend another day on that at least. So I've got quite a few pieces there. I need to spend a day or two on them to start getting a wee bit more progress on them. Even this needs to have a few days on it because I only spent a day on it, and I feel that it's just hasn't had the attention. Hey, the sun's risen. So I'd love to have your feedback of what you think I should do next year. Should I have a focus piece or focus pieces? What would you like to see? I think I'm at 73% of the fox piece because I cropped it. It's got 100,000 stitches left in it. So really it's just about the size of a mini left in it now. So that is actually quite doable to get finished next year. Quite doable. So much for me doing Archer each day to make it easier to get her finished for next year. I actually haven't touched her since for the last few weeks, since I was doing her daily. I don't know why I haven't. I think I took her off the stand to show her in a floss tube and I never put her back on. That's pretty slack, isn't it? Yeah. Oops. Nearly went down the wrong hole. Well, I will go in a minute. I just wanted to make this quite a short one today because there is a lot of floss tube to watch at the moment. And I can't believe we're nearly in October. Where is the year going? My pear trees are now out in blossom, which is nice. Normally, our plum trees, we normally have frost and they are hit with frost and the blossoms are all, we lose the blossoms due to the frost. But not this year. And Dave planted the our lemon trees outside. We've had them sitting on undercover the whole winter. We got them cheap over winter, and we've got a lemon and a lime tree, and we thought we would finally plant them outside. We've been putting coffee grinds around the so far, and I was saying, oh, now you've planted them outside and we're forecast to get some snow, but I don't think we're going to get it. Well, I hope we're not going to get it. So doesn't look like it. Be really nice if we don't. We normally do get a late snowfall just when we're about to put calves out. So Dave's not ready to put his calves out yet. Won't be that far away though, to be honest. They're all looking pretty good. Well, thank you very much for joining me this morning for my stitch and chat. I really appreciate all my subscribers, and I will insert all my images in here. Hopefully this has videoed okay and I haven't bumped it too much. I should just mark this off and I'll tell you how many stitches I have done. I haven't done that many. Look, I have done 250 once I've done this one. So thank you very much, and I will see you next week for my WIP update then. Okay then, bye.